Why your 9 to 5 is killing your energy. Have you ever felt completely drained halfway through your workday, even though you slept well last night? Or noticed that your focus spikes for a little while, then crashes, leaving you scrolling mindlessly or reaching for coffee? What if I told you this isn't laziness or a lack of willpower, but biology? Your body and brain are not designed to grind through a strict 9 to 5 schedule. In this video, we're going to explore ultradian rhythms, your natural energy cycles, and show you how to identify your biological prime time so you can work smarter, not longer. If you've ever wanted to feel more alert, get more done, and finally stop forcing yourself to grind through energy crashes, this video is for you. By the end, you'll know how to harness your natural energy cycles instead of fighting them. Most modern workplaces operate on a rigid schedule, 9 in the morning to 5 in the evening. Meetings, deadlines, emails, all stacked one after another. On paper, this makes sense, but your brain and body don't work like a clock. Humans evolved to have variable energy cycles throughout the day. Forcing yourself to focus constantly over 8 hours straight is unnatural. No matter how much coffee you drink, most people experience a mid-morning crash, a post-lunch slump, and a decline in focus by late afternoon. This is not failure, it's a biological reality, and understanding it is the first step to working in sync with your body instead of against it. So, what are ultradian rhythms? Ultradian rhythms are natural cycles in your body and brain that last roughly 90 to 120 minutes. During each cycle, your energy, focus, alertness, and even mood fluctuate. Think of it like a wave. You rise into a peak of productivity and alertness, then gradually descend into a lower energy period. These cycles happen automatically, whether you notice them or not. For example, you may feel sharp and focused for 60-90 minutes in the morning, and then suddenly find yourself staring blankly at your screen, struggling to concentrate. That dip isn't laziness. It's your ultradian rhythm signaling your body that it's time to rest or do a lower intensity task. Ignoring these cycles is what makes the 9 to 5 grind so exhausting. Within these cycles, there's a window known as your biological prime time. This is when your focus, creativity, and problem-solving abilities are at their peak. For some people, it's early in the morning. For others, it's mid-morning or even early afternoon. The key is that everyone has a different prime time, and most workplaces ignore this entirely. If you schedule your most demanding tasks outside of your prime time, you're working against your biology. That's why some days you feel like you can conquer anything, and other days you can barely answer emails. Finding your prime time is simple. Track your energy levels for several days. Note the times when you feel alert, creative, and focused. Note the times when you feel sluggish, restless, or distracted. Look for patterns. These are your natural ultradian cycles in action. Once you identify your peaks and dips, you can schedule tasks strategically. High focus work during peak periods. Routine, low stakes work during energy dips. Short breaks to reset your system. Even small adjustments like this can dramatically increase your efficiency, reduce reliance on caffeine, and lower stress. Here's the problem. The standard workday is built for uniformity, not biology. It forces you to work through low-energy phases. It discourages breaks, naps, and natural downtime. It treats energy dips as laziness instead of natural biological signals. Over time, this mismatch leads to chronic fatigue, burnout, poor focus, overuse of stimulants like caffeine or energy drinks. Even if you're disciplined, your ultradian rhythms don't stop for meetings, deadlines, or Zoom calls. So how can you work with your biology instead of against it? Schedule your toughest tasks during your peak energy periods. Identify your biological prime time and block it for deep, focused work. Take regular breaks every 90 to 120 minutes. Even 10-20 minutes to walk, stretch, or step away from screens helps reset your energy. Use low energy periods for routine or creative tasks. Checking emails, planning, or brainstorming can happen during natural dips. Support rhythms with nutrition, hydration, and movement. Blood sugar crashes, dehydration, or prolonged sitting can exaggerate energy dips. Experiment with flexible schedules if possible. Even minor adjustments, like shifting your start time by an hour or front-loading high-focus tasks, can make a big difference. Here are some small biohacks that complement ultradian rhythm alignment. Light exposure. Sunlight in the morning helps regulate circadian rhythms. Micro-meditation or breath work. Just 5 minutes every few hours can stabilize energy. Movement breaks. Short walks or stretches improve blood flow and mental clarity. Caffeine timing. Avoid caffeine during low-energy dips if possible. Instead, time it for your second peak of the day. These are not magic fixes, but they help you work with natural energy cycles rather than against them. Here's the takeaway. Your body is not designed for a strict, uniform 9 to 5 schedule. Energy naturally fluctuates throughout the day. Trying to fight it leads to exhaustion and inefficiency. By understanding your ultradian rhythms and working during your biological prime time, you reduce fatigue, you improve focus and creativity. You get more done with less stress. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter, in harmony with your biology. If this perspective resonated with you, let me know in the comments. When is your peak focus during the day? Have you noticed energy crashes that ruin productivity? And if you want more science-backed productivity and biohacking strategies, consider subscribing. Remember, your energy isn't broken. It's just out of sync with the system you're forced to follow. Learn to listen to your body, respect your ultradian rhythms, and watch your energy soar. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Everyone's biological rhythms and energy patterns are unique. Consult a qualified healthcare professional or productivity coach before making significant changes to your work schedule, sleep routine, or health practices. This video does not replace professional guidance.